Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Andy, aka LG, aka Loggy. I figured now is a perfect opportunity for you guys to get to know me. So I'm going to answer questions. These are good questions to get to know someone. So there are 25 questions here, and I'm going to try to be as thorough as I can. So maybe a long video, but you know how I do. So sit back. I'll put timestamps in the video for each question in case you want to skip to one you like. Anyway, question 1. If you could live in a book, TV show, or movie, what would it be? Oh man, oh man. I'm not into very much media anymore, but what I am into, I would like to live in. Like, does this count video games too? No, just movies, TV, okay. So, I could still technically do Pokemon. It would just be the anime, which could be alright, because can do dank stuff in the anime. Dragon Ball, I mean, of course, in my head, like, during my adolescence, I actually disassociated from reality and, like, so actively wanted to be living within the Dragon Ball world. I, like, was just so constantly, like, drawing comics of me in Dragon Ball, and like those were weird times. I don't think I can say Dragon Ball just because it'll bring me back to that weird time in my adolescence where that was actually my reality, like me living in that non-reality. So what else could we do? We can't do Zelda because that's not criteria. Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't think that would be very favorable. Lord of the Rings? Maybe. The more I think about it, bro, I don't think I can deny Dragon Ball, bro. I want to be able to fly so badly. I have no idea how many times I would practice honing my ki to be able to fly like they showed in the show. Yeah, Dragon Ball. Because if I was in Dragon Ball, I'd be flying right now. Just letting you know. Okay, question 2. If you could bring one musician back from the dead, who would it be and why? Bro, I don't... I'm really not into necromancy, bro. Like I'm sad about the passing of many artists like Chester Bennington, Dolores, I forget her last name, from the Cranberries. I've been going down this Alice in Chains rabbit hole. Could go with Lane Staley maybe. DMX, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't want to mess with anyone. I don't want to bring anyone back. Even though it could lead to them having a second chance at life if they died prematurely. But like, I don't want to be in control of that. I don't want that kind of responsibility to determine who deserves a second chance, you know. So I'm just gonna say pass. Sorry, everyone, but I will not be bringing y'all back to life. I wonder if a lot of these questions are going to be like this, where you have to think about it for a very long time. Because I was planning on this just one and done video, like an hour and I'd be done. There's only 25 questions. How long could it possibly take? But these are really thought-provoking. You gotta really dig deep if you want to give the best answer possible. I don't think, like I haven't even mentioned the obvious ones like Kurt Cobain or Tupac, Biggie. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this question blank, bro. Question 3. If you had to choose to live without one of your 5 senses, which one would you give up? I'm keeping hearing for sure. Touch for sure, I guess. Maybe smell? Smell's related to taste. Maybe I'd get rid of taste, actually. And then I would just eat healthy. Is that the correct answer? I thought I was going to end up saying sight, because I thought about way back adolescence. So far disassociated from reality. I thought I'd be like the blind swordsman, like relying on my sight or hearing to detect my enemies. But I think the correct answer would actually be taste. If you had to lose one, yeah. Granted, I wouldn't be able to taste the flavor of this Mountain Dew any longer, but then I can just enjoy water instead. So yeah, that is a win-win right there. Question 4. What animal best represents you and why? No. I don't even know, bro. Like, I like so many animals. I don't know what, like, so many have so many qualities that I like. I feel like it's gotta be some type of cat, though, because I do love kitties. So I think I should say lion. I don't know. I just feel like I vibe with lions. You know what I'm saying? God, this is gonna be top 5 LG videos easy. What else? You could be like wise, like the owl, which I definitely am. And I do love owls. I used to have, oh, my owl collection is right over there actually. You probably see it when I have my camera to the side and you can see like my light switch and my poster of Girls' Generation. But now I'm on the other side, so y'all can't see that. But I do got Owl Gang over there. I got Wolf Gang over there. Wolf Gang Amadeus, okay? That's another artist we could bring back to life. Hold up. I do like sheep, ram, and goats. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with lions because they are strong and brave and independent and insert other good qualities here. Alright, enough wilding. Question 5. What would you do if you were the president of your own country? What country would it be? My own country. How big is my own country? And why did I get elected as president? Nah, I'd step down, bro. I don't want that kind of power. Y'all messed up choosing me. Question 6. If you could take only 3 items with you to, deserted island, what would they be? Well, am I making a permanent residence there, or am I going with the idea that I'll try to find civilization or be rescued somehow? Like, doesn't really explain. I guess it's up to our discretion, depending on the items we take, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Should I take a sword? I should probably take a sword. I was thinking a bow for like hunting, but all my arrows are, first of all, I don't know if you could count, if you could lump bows and arrows together. Then I realized all my arrows don't have actual arrowheads. They're for training, so probably not the best idea to take those. So okay, we'll go with sword. Trying to think of a way to secure a food source, but nothing's really coming to mind out of things that I actually own. Let's go also with a net for fishing purposes, and like the biggest spool of like rope or twine or yarn that I have. So yeah, rope, sword, and net. Yeah, there you go. That's the answer to that dank ass question. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it? Flight, because I love flying. I've always dreamed of flying. I want to fly. I think flying would be incredible. The sensation of flying, like when you watch videos of people like free falling and skydiving and stuff, it always seems, pretty mesmerizing. And I want to do that. I wanted to do that even before I saw those videos. Flying's just always been what I wanted to do. And how would I use it? For transportation, obviously. When I needed to. I have a car now, so it's not as necessary anymore, but when I need to fly, I will fly. So stay ready, never need to get ready, am I right? If you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future? Probably well, I don't really see the benefit of going to either. Like, what would you gain from going to the future, really? Unless you wanted to permanently live in like a different society that may be better, but like I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't really want to go to the past either, like especially to try to change the present, because like that gets real complicated, and it's yeah, just not a rabbit hole you really want to go down. I guess I'll say the past. Prior to when I was born, even 1989. That would be interesting, and it get even more interesting the farther back you go. I don't know how far back this time travel will allow me to go, but I'm very interested in like antiquity and prehistory. Like that would be very interesting. I'd like to go back, not change anything, not interfere with anything, be a temporal pilgrim like Teferi, just an observer basically. That would be ideal, I think. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Bro, I have not done anything. Y'all don't get it. In my adolescence, I was I'm not gonna say I was crazy, but like I was not I was not exactly how's that saying go? I ain't exactly, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, anytime someone asks me a question like this, I don't know what to say, because like I don't really do stuff. I just daydream about doing stuff. Maybe I should start doing stuff. Nah. Alright, so just so we don't have another cop-out answer, I'm going to say my friend David and I used to practice sword fighting, kendo, back in like 2006, 2005, 6. It would be like winter, we'd be outside just beating the shit out of each other, like pitch black in the woods, middle of nowhere. Like we were scared out of our minds sometimes, and I don't, because in addition to that, I was in my whole like disassociated phase where I was like, okay, I need to be in Dragon Ball Z. It's so fucked up even talking about, bro. But like I haven't done anything crazy, so I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. So like the craziest thing I did was practice sword fighting in unsafe conditions. Yeah, let's go with that. If you could have dinner with any one person, living or dead, who would they be and why? I hear this question all the time. I never thought to answer it myself, so I'm not prepared with an answer. So I'll have to think of one. Oh no. Okay, so like I get what the question's trying to ask, but when it says have dinner, I do not like to talk when I'm eating dinner. So this question is kind of lost on me because it's asking like who do you want to have like a 30-minute heart-to-heart conversation with. Could be anybody living or dead, you know, during a meal. I don't like to talk during my meals, so there wouldn't be that interaction. Even above that, I don't like idolize anyone. I guess there's no, I guess there are people I idolize, but like I don't want to burden them by taking up their time eating a meal with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This feels like another cop-out answer, but maybe it's just when it asks about dead people that might be what's throwing me off. Cause like I'm not trying to disturb your rest. You can stay dead. So how about let's choose someone alive right now. Rose from Blackpink. Next question. If your house was burning and you could only save one item, what would it be and why? I have so many items, bro. So many that I'd want to save. I don't know what to pick. My magic cards are like dispersed in many different locations. Like I got a bunch of deck boxes. I got binders. It's very valuable, you know, sentimentally and monetary value. Maybe my gaming? No, because that does have all my saved stuff on it. But like, I have so many consoles too, and like I couldn't pick just one video game console to save. So all of them would have to go. I guess my computer, my laptop right here that I'm recording myself on right now. Let me, yeah, y'all see that? Nice Andyception. Yeah, I guess that's got the majority of my files that I would use, but like even those still feel like I could live without. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna say my computer because everything else feels too like spread out and like I couldn't get everything I would need out of them. So yeah, just gonna say my laptop. What is home to you? Now we're getting deep, bro. It's where you live. Not just the home, but like the city also. Like that is also a home. And then like even deeper than that, your actual house is a home if it is where you're comfortable. I guess home is the overlap between where you're from and where you're comfortable. Alright, 13. How do you define love, bro? This, I actually have thought about this, because, like, I was planning on making, like, a whole podcast episode about this topic, because, like, I don't know how to define love. There's multiple types of love. There's, like, familia, there's platonic, romantic. There were like multiple types of love. So you could define it that way, but like beyond that, if you want like my definition of home, I don't know if I have one. Like when you like something, what quantifies it to the category of love over like, really like, People say I love you to their partners all the time without any meaning behind it. They just say it because they're used to saying it. It no longer has any meaning, but it still gets said and it loses meaning. While at the same time, like there's this artificial like barrier for when you're allowed to say I love you like in a relationship. So like you're not supposed to say the L word to your partner before insert X amount of time here. So the word really is arbitrary to me. I don't have an explanation for it. Just it means many things to many different people. To me, it doesn't exactly have a meaning. So I guess to love would mean to like with more layers. Let's go with that. Question 14. If you could have the answer to any question, what would that question be? Would it just be me that knows? Would this be revealed to everyone? There are many things I want to know. Like I mentioned, I'm very curious about antiquity and the past. You get into like religion or aliens. It's all fascinating to me. I would probably want to know something along that route, if it would just be revealed to me. If it's like something that got revealed to everyone at the same time, it could be like, how could we establish world peace or cure diseases or solve world hunger, like some global crisis. How do we fix this? I think that would be good for everybody to know, but if it's just me, I'd like to know as much about our past as I'm capable of fathoming. Let's go with that. What are you most grateful for? I don't know. I feel very, very privileged to have experienced things the way I did. Growing up, pre that era where I would disassociated, like I always felt like I was more mature than my peers, like middle school, even elementary school. I always felt like I understood things differently than what they were understanding. Like they excelled in areas that I weren't able to understand for much of my life, but like I was on like a different wavelength, and that different trajectory of where I was capable of like understanding things and viewing things, it did permeate into that adolescence where I would like disassociated, and then it went after that, after I graduated high school and into like young adulthood, and it just kept like branching out farther, and like I grew to like I'm weird, guys. I view things very differently than a lot of people. I experience things differently. I don't even know how to explain all the ways that that I'm different, but like, and this is why I feel like I should make a podcast, because I could like talk about this stuff for hours more so than like in this video, which is already 40 minutes of recording. So yeah, I guess I'm just grateful that I am who I am. There are plenty of circumstances that have led me to this situation. I don't know what to prioritize over others as far as what I'm most grateful towards, so I'll just say that I'm grateful that I got to experience what I did the way I did. So maybe a little bit of a cop-out answer, but at least I answered this time. Why did you choose your profession? Laughed so hard Kitty fell off. Oh no, Lulu. I didn't choose a profession. During my adolescence, because I disassociated so heavily from everything, I didn't want to go to college. I didn't know what I would do in college. And like, I didn't have the money to go to college and be undecided, so like, I didn't. And now later in life, I'm not regretting things, but entertaining the idea of maybe reevaluating my decisions and actually choosing a profession at some point. But right now, I'm kind of just still finding my footing, finding myself, and really need more time to come into my own after so much of my life was just pure disassociation. So what I do for a living now, I'm like a manager at a grocery store. I didn't really choose it. It just kind of happened to me. So that's all I can say there. How would your best friends describe you, bro? How would they describe? Bro, I don't know. Ask them. Some of them would say I'm the GOAT. Some would say I'm dank. I don't know how they would describe me, bro. Like, I have no idea how to answer this question. You gotta ask them, not me. My perception of what they probably think of me could be so far off, and I don't want to say it and like make them seem like they think differently of me, because like they're probably the ones watching this video, you know what I mean? So like, I don't want to put words in their mouth. If you're watching this right now, if you're my best friend, let me know in the comments what you think about me. Thanks. Question 18. If you could change one law, what would it be? Dog, I don't pay attention to the laws. Like, a little after my disassociation era, this is like 2009 or 10, I kind of stopped trusting what politics was telling. Like, I know this isn't directly related to politics, but like, I feel like in a way this question is asking like, oh, do you want to abort the death penalty, or do you want to re-ban abortion? Or like, I feel like that's what this question is asking. Like, I don't have an answer for that, because I stopped believing in the forced dichotomy of modern politics and the divide it is hyper-focused on creating. So I don't have any big like politically charged topic law that I would change. I can't even think of any like local laws or like anything I would change, because I don't study the law, so I don't know if I would want to change anything. So that is a question I am willfully avoiding for the questions I feel like this is directly asking, and too ignorant to know what I would choose beyond what I feel like it is asking. So yeah, another cop-out answer, because I don't have one. Question 19. If you could master one skill you don't have right now, what would it be? Well, there's a lot of things I would like to do. Like so many things. I would be happy to have mastered anything. Like, for my whole life, I felt like I've been a jack of all trades, master of none. So like, to be actually good, like above good, like master level at anything would be just, that would be incredible. Actually, I have an answer. I'd like to be good at cooking, because lately I've been seeing a lot of these like videos where these guys go out and like cook like a steak on a rock near a river, just and it always looks so damn appetizing for no reason. And like that's what I want to do. So I'll say cooking. Question 20. There's 25. So we're almost done at 52 minutes. If you could speak another language, which would it be and why? I took 3 years of German, so I do know a little. I independently learned Japanese in my free time. Back in 2012 I started. I kind of stopped in like 2014, so I'm out of practice in both of those areas. But like I feel it wouldn't be hard to relearn those, so I should probably learn like a new language. Am I really just going to say Korean because of K-pop? Like I think I gotta go Korean. Like yeah, that's what I'd like to be able to speak right now. So yeah. Question 21. Would you rather be, period, jack of many trades or master of one? I already am the jack of all trades, bro. And I'd like to be a master. But this is asking, would I rather be a jack of all trades, which I already am, or be something that I'm not? So if I were to choose the master of one, then I would lose this, and thus I would lose myself. In the music, in the moment you want it. I do not want it, so I'm going to, because it's asking for exclusivity, so you can't, since I'm already a jack of all trades, I think if I were to select being a master of one, I think that would just eliminate my current status of being a jack of all trades, so I couldn't be both, and I wouldn't want to lose my current status by gaining the ability to be a master, so I think I'm gonna have to stay a jack of all trades for the time being. Question 22. If you could change one event from history, I'm already not interested, bro. I do not want that responsibility. It's the same way with bringing people back from the dead, bro. Stop. That is not, I don't want anything to do with that. The past happened. Let's just learn from it. Let's not try to change it, because whether it would have a butterfly effect and actually affect the current time, or it would start a new timeline that Xena would have to get involved, I don't want to involve that complexity. And I don't have the omnipotence to decide what should and shouldn't be rewritten, so I'm not going to intervene. Question 23. If you could bring one fictional character to life, who would it be and why? I did this so many times back in those comics I made of Dragon Ball, bro. But like, even something like this feels like, because like I've thought about this. This is what I did back in my adolescence. You bring a character from their existence into your own world, they're no longer a part of their world. They're like in a whole new state of existence. Like all their home, their family, their friends, they can't experience that anymore. I don't know if I want to subject someone to that, especially someone I like and I want to hang out with. So like even this is like such a difficult question. I'm rereading the question. It says you could bring one fictional character to life. So I wonder if that would mean like they could, while existing here, they could observe the media that they're in and still see themselves in it, and then have the capacity to realize that I brought them out of that existence into this one. Like, I don't know if I want that on my shoulders, dog, like, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't even know who I'd pick anyway. Like, there's so many fictional characters that I could get down with. Like, can I bring a Pokemon? Hold on. Wait a minute. What's one fictional character? Are Pokemon characters? I think they are. I think I could bring a Pokemon to real life. Oh, shit. Woo-hoo, come here. Yeah, I think I would pick, like, a creature that... Picking a humanoid would be weird because, like I said, they would have the capacity to view the media they're in and see themselves, and then have to live with the knowledge that that was their previous existence and their current one is within this unnatural realm that I summoned them to effectively. So I think I would go with like a creature, not to diminish their intelligence, but like one that wouldn't care, I guess, that they're no longer in their own world and would still be friends with me. So I think I would pick something like Wooloo or Pikachu or Citadel or any of the Pokemon Fur. Come on in. Bulbasaur, Natu, Skitty. I don't think I would take like there are so many Pokemon I'd love to be real, but like when it gets to ones like Blastoise, I don't know if that probably wouldn't be safe. Got this walking water jet walking around, or like a fire-breathing dragon. I'll just say a Pokemon. Like one of the Pokemon. I don't know which one right now. Like I would have to really, really think about it. But I think I would go with a Pokemon, and then just befriend it and not use it for battling. Just befriend it, and no, it would be a Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Okay, over an hour, but we're keeping moving. Would you rather live in the city or the woods? Why? Y'all probably know I would live in the woods. I just feel more at home there. Call back to earlier, but cities don't feel like home to me. It's too noisy, too crowded, too much negative energy. I know some cities are good, but even the good cities don't feel like home to me. The woods does feel like home, so I don't think I could give a more clear answer than that. It's where I'd like to be, so yeah. A very, very easy answer compared to the rest of these questions. And now, finally, question 25, the finale. What teacher inspired you the most? How? It's gotta be my philosophy teacher, senior year of high school. Because during that year, while I was still in the throes of that Dragon Ball Z disassociation, kind of coming out of it, like realizing that, okay, I'm about to graduate, I've got to get my life together, but still not wanting to. That philosophy class really helped me like learn to understand things differently in a way that mattered more than things had mattered to me previously. I think that philosophy class was the most important class I've ever taken. Just the way it taught me how to view things, with as wide of an understanding as possible. And the way he taught the class was a little unorthodox, but I think that added to the overall message. And yeah, I gotta go with, should I say the name? I don't see a reason not to. His name was Mr. Sirianni. He was mostly known for being like a social studies teacher, history teacher, but I had him for philosophy, and like I said, it was a very, very meaningful class to me, whereas like the rest of the classes I learned in high school, like I don't really remember anything about them except the fact that I made comics, like I mentioned, comics about, bringing Dragon Ball characters into life, and I remember what my high school was like because I was writing at the time, so I was like in high school, but like interacting with characters from Dragon Ball while outside of school. It was fucked up. But yeah, the philosophy class was like the only class that not mattered, but like the one that mattered the most. So mattered enough that I'm able to remember it without that cringy but accepted point in my life where I was disassociated and drawing comics and wanting to be in Dragon Ball. So yeah, was that what teacher inspired you? Yeah, my philosophy teacher is the one that inspired me most. Okay, so that is it. That is how to get to know me. These were apparently how you're supposed to get to know me, Elegy, aka Eli. Hopefully you know me now. So the final recording time on this video is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Hopefully I'll condense that into at least half that. So if you guys stuck through the video, let me know if you learned something new about me. Feel free to leave your answers in the comments below. Stay tuned for more dank videos, because I got plenty ideas. Like I alluded to, I've been wanting to make like a podcast series where I just talk about my life and my experiences, because like there's so much stuff that I just feel like differentiates me from everyone, and I feel like I need to contextualize that if I'm going to continue putting myself out here on the internet. But yeah, more Pokemon stuff, more Magic stuff, more Dragon Ball stuff, all that's coming. More Zelda, all my hobbies, they're still gonna be here. I just plan to include more like interpersonal stuff like vlogs and possibly podcasts. So look forward to that. But until then, thank you guys for watching and have a good day, guys. Kitty no.